brought to you by New Colgate Dental Cream with MFP, the Advanced Fluoride. And now, here's our man in Hollywood, Lloyd Thaxton.
Thank you. Thank you very much, and welcome to Funny You Should Ask. Stars, welcome.
Hi, Lloyd.
Happy Wednesday.
Couldn't wait to get back. Had so much fun yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Hey, listen, our Funny Money Jackpot is now worth $1,800.
You're kidding.
No, it's really getting up there. Each round of Funny You Should Ask, in case you haven't watched our show before, boo on you. The stars are going to be asked a question, which they will answer. And after they've all been
make that up,
our
Lloyd?
contestants out of the soundproof booth, read them their answers one at a time. Their game is to try and figure out which star said what. Oh, this is going to be a show. I can tell. All right, now listen. Oh, goodness. When Admiral Byrd discovered the North Pole, and he did, he
let's send him a wire.
discovered that the days and nights there were 6 months long. Now, here is your question. If the nights here were 6 months long, what would you do?
Oh, that's wow.
If the nights here were 6 months
Can we do ours?
No. What would you do? Stu Gilliam, what would you do?
Well, if the nights were 6 months long, what would I do? Well, to start with, if I woke up in the middle of the night, I think I'd go to the bathroom fast.
That's what you would do?
And then I'd invest a little money in permanent press pajamas.
Good idea, yes. You'd wait 3 months. June Lockhart, what would you do?
Well, if the nights here were 6 months long, I think I'd just snuggle up with my husband and set the alarm clock for 1/4 March.
Oh, is that adorable?
You like that?
Yes, I like that.
All right. Roger Moore,
Why won't she pet me?
I've been off that show for 5 years, you know.
Show you how much.
More series behind me since that.
Yeah.
Roger Moore, what would you do if the nights were 6 months long?
Tell us, Saint.
Can we move him? You know, like to New York or something.
Yes, away from here.
No, I tell you. What? What was the question?
What would you do if the nights were 6 months long, like they are in the North Pole?
Well, exactly what I always do at night, only with no time off for good behavior.
Now we know why the saint dropped out of the Moody Bible Institute.
Donna Jean Young, what would you do?
I would call the FBI and get a list of the 10 most wanted men and book one.
All right.
Any options on that contest?
Marty Allen.
Yeah, tell us, Marty. Come on, Marty.
Yes, the nights are 6 months long. What would you do?
Come on, Sinner, tell us.
I'd go out to a paper and tell my wife, honey, I'll see you in the morning.
All right, there you have our answers. Our contestants will be out in a minute or two.
This is a report on new Colgate with MFP. It documents the superiority of MFP over the best-known stannous fluoride in reducing new cavities. A summary of this Colgate report is available to any parent who wishes it. One parent who read it is Mrs. Eve McDermott.
I read the summary, and it convinced me that new Colgate with MFP is an advanced fluoride toothpaste.
Write for your free copy to Research Center, Box 20, Mount Vernon, New York. Colgate with MFP.
I like lanolin. I like soap that lasts. And that's why I like Palmolive. It's the only leading soap with lanolin. Palmolive's good for my tender skin. And it's great for the family because it lasts so long.
Here's proof. We turn on warm water to test another leading soap against today's Palmolive. 11 minutes later, look. The other soap melted through. Palmolive lasts longer. Get today's rich lanolin Palmolive, one mild soap that really lasts.
Won't find it rubbing around easy. All right, our contestants have joined. I'd like them to introduce themselves. First, we have
Pam Helm. I'm from Michigan. I'm a housewife, and I have 2 children, and my husband's in the mobile home business.
Oh, wonderful.
Anything more?
No.
Just going to leave it there, all right? And?
David Margulies, from Pennsylvania. I'm a salesman. I go to law school at night. I have a wife and a small baby child.
All right, a small baby child. There you have our contestants on Funny. You should ask. Pam and David. Now listen closely, Pam and David, because at any time in this show, if you manage to play a perfect round and be right 4 times, you could win our Funny Money jackpot, and right now it's worth $1,800.
Oh, what's that, Barbara?
And it's going to keep going up $100 a round until it's hit. In addition, the one who comes up with the most right answers in each round gets a $100 gift certificate. Right, Kenny?
Right, Kenny.
Yes, a $100 gift certificate from Spiegel, the famous Spiegel Catalog Company. The reliable modern Spiegel catalog features over 50,000 quality items. Spiegel, Chicago, 60609, Illinois. That's it, Lloyd.
And for the most right answers on the entire show, a very special prize. So you have 3 ways to win. Careful when you make your selections, because once you push the button, it's locked in. You can't change it. All right, here's the question I ask. If the nights were 6 months long, what would you do? Who said, I'd snuggle up with my mate and set the alarm clock for 1/4 March? Who said that? Who did you say, Pam?
Roger Moore.
Reasonable. David, who did you say?
June Lockhart, because she looks snuggly type.
Snuggly type.
Yeah,
well, you're right.
you're smart.
It's a snuggly type. June Lockhart, another point. And David, be very careful, because you're eligible for the Funny Money jackpot at this point. All right, who said I'd go out for a paper and tell my mate, I'll see you in the morning? Who said that? Lock it in there now. Pam, who did you say?
I said Marty Allen. He looks like he'd go out and stay a while.
Yeah. David, who did you say?
Marty Allen looks like a deserter type.
And it is. Marty Allen who said that. You each pick up a point. David, you now have 2 in a row. Get 2 more in a row, and you could win $1,800.
And the network.
Right. Who said this? Who said that? Who said this? Exactly what I always do at night, only with no time off or good behavior. Who said that? Lock it in now, Pam and David. Who did you say, Pam?
I said Stu Gilliam.
And who did you say, David?
Roger Moore. He looks like the lover.
Oh, Roger Moore! All right, now, I must remind you that David has 3 in a row. If he gets the next one right, David gets $1,800. So this is very important.
Oh.
David and Pam, if the nights were 6 months long, what would you do? Now, who said, this is either Donna Jean Young or Stu Gilliam now, who said, I'd invest a little money in permanent press pajamas? Who said that? Lock in your answer there, Pam and David. All right, who did you say, Pam?
I'll try Stu Gilliam again.
All right, now I have to be very careful. I want you to say it clearly and distinctly, David. Who did you say?
Stu Gilliam.
It is Stu Gilliam who said that! Right, and David wins $1,800, our Funny Money jackpot. And he also wins the round in a $100 gift certificate from Spiegel. All right, now as our players head backstage to the soundproof booth, let's show the special prize that goes to the contestant who scores the most right answers for the day.
It's Hot Point's 30-inch total clean cabinet range. Just set the easy controls and the extra-large 23-inch oven cleans itself automatically. This extra value from Hot Point has infinite heat control and high-speed Calrod surface units. And also from Hot Point, a new front-opening mobile dishwasher that can convert later to a built-in, multi-level washing action, a dual detergent dispenser, and holds a giant 17 full table settings. And for easy baking, Pet Ritz pie crust shells make it easy as pie to bake perfect pie crust. It comes in a poly bag of 2 or a box of 5 frozen pie crust shells from Pet Ritz. And Reynolds Wrap broiling foil, 14 inches wide, heavy-duty foil, just right for lining your broiling pan. Perfect for freezing, cooking, and Reynolds Wrap broiling foil is oven-tempered for flexible strength. That's it, Lloyd.
Oh, boy, that's enough. That's a lot of prizes. $1,800 goes back to $300 now and keeps increasing, so they could even win more. And here is question number 2 on our show. Dale Carnegie said, quote, I do my best work in the morning. When I wake up, I feel like I can conquer the world. That's what Dale Carnegie said.
He didn't have many friends, did he?
He had all friends, Donna. Here's your question, Donna.
Yeah.
What are you like when you wake up in the morning? Now this, you know, other people say what you're like, but this is what you think you're like. Roger Moore, what do you like when you get up in the morning? What are you like?
What are you like?
What do I like?
No, I said, what are you like when you get up in the morning?
Well, I'm in a very good humor, especially if we've had a few laughs before I went to sleep.
All right.
Oh, is that adorable?
Donna Jean Young, what are you like in the morning?
I would say the same as Roger. It depends on what I did the night before. But most of the time, I'm cheerful and frisky, and I run, jump out of bed, and I run to the windows, and I open the shutters, and I do my deep breathing exercises. My husband gets very upset with this.
He does?
Yeah, because I sleep in the nude.
Must have been a picture window.
Marty Allen. Marty Allen, what do you like? We know what you're like, you know, by the time our show is on, but what do you like when you wake up in the morning?
Well, I'm usually in a hurry because I want to get home before my wife wakes up.
June Lockhart, how about you?
Well, I'm just adorably sweet-tempered. In fact, I'm really fine in the morning because I don't get up until the afternoon.
Oh, so you probably don't even know then how you are. Stu Gilliam. Stu, what do you like in the morning?
I ain't gonna lie like everybody else. Baby, when I wake up, I'm death and destruction on whole wheat toast. Until I had that first cup of coffee in bed, spill that scalding hot coffee in my lap, and it's up, and away.
There you have our answers, our contestants of the hour. In a minute.
Most shampoos look the same. You can see right through them. Not Luster Cream. Luster Cream has so many conditioners, it has to be creamy. More conditioners than any other leading shampoo. To make dry, lifeless hair shine again, bounce again, look alive again. Most shampoos look the same. Luster Cream has so many conditioners, it has to be creamy. Luster Cream, the conditioner shampoo.
Well, what well-preserved hands. What do you pickle them in?
Dishwater match.
Well, use Palmolive dishwashing liquid. Softens hands while you do the dishes.
Lovely green.
You're soaking in it.
Dishwashing liquid?
Well, it's Palmolive.
Mild, huh?
Oh, more than just mild. You know, at home, the suds last a lifetime. And it softens hands.
Madge, your Palmolive liquid is great. You should see my dishes.
Well, I'd love to. Why don't you bring them all in? We'll line them all up.
All right, our contestants are back now. David had a chance to catch his breath. David, you could still win because our Funny Money Jackpot is now back to $300. So congratulations. I didn't get a chance. I was so excited there. All right, now, here's the question I ask our stars. What are you like when you get up in the morning? I'm sure you wanted to know what those people were like when they get up in the morning. Who up there said, I'm usually in a hurry because I want to get home before my wife wakes up? Who said that? Lock in your answers here. Lock it in there, Pam. Who did you say, Pam?
I said Roger Moore.
Yeah, he's that type.
Yeah, David, who did you say?
I said the same reason.
Same
Roger
season.
Moore, too, because he looks like the lover.
Yeah.
He is. But unfortunately, I'm a bigger one.
Marty Allen who said that. Nobody has the points. All right, who said this? I'm cheerful, frisky. I run to the window, and I do deep breathing exercises, and my mate gets very upset because I sleep in the nude. Who said that? Who did you say, Pam?
I said Stu Gilliam.
Take you out with this all-over tan, didn't I?
David, who did you say?
Young, she looks like the athlete.
Well, she is the athlete. It was Donna Jean Young. David picked up a point there. All right. Who said that I'm in a very good humor, especially if I've had a few laughs before I went to bed? Who said that? 3 to choose from. Who'd you say, Pam?
I said June.
And David?
I said June also.
Yes. However, it was Roger Moore that said that. Nobody picked up any points. You'd have never guessed that. All right, now it's either June Lockhart or Stu Gilliam that said this, and David is ahead at this point, Pam. Who said, I'm very sweet-tempered because I don't get up until the afternoon. Who said that? Lock it in there, Pam. Who did you say, Pam?
I said June. She looks like she'd be sweet.
All right, and David?
June looks like a late sleeper.
All right, you're right, it was June Lockhart. We pick up a point, and David wins the round, and another $100 gift certificate from Spiegel. Now back to that lucky soundproof booth. Meanwhile, here's Kenny Williams.
And here are gifts for being on the show. Take off in Red Ball Summerette. They're light on your feet with colors and styles to fit your every fancy fashion. Red Ball Summerettes, comfortable as walking on a cloud. And from American Tourister, handsome crush-proof luggage reinforced with fiberglass, non-spring locks, stainless steel frames, cushioned handles that won't rip off. For a week or weekend, always travel with American Tourister. Okay, Lloyd.
All right, Kenny. Here is question number 3. Oscar Wilde once said, quote, "Men marry not because they're in love, but because they are tired," unquote.
You're kidding.
Now, let me ask you this question. How can a man get married without being in love? I mean, how can he possibly do this?
Oh, is that an adorable question?
Right.
Ooh.
Boo.
Oh.
Marty Allen.
What?
I'm asking you the question.
What was the question?
How can a man get married without being in love? How can he do this?
Well, in Hollywood, that's easy. It's force of habit.
Force of habit.
Force of habit.
All right. June Lockhart, how can a man do
Well,
this?
I think a lot of men get married by being trapped into it by a desperate girl and her anxious mother.
A desperate girl and an anxious
And her
mother.
anxious mother, yes.
All right, Stu Gilliam, how could this happen?
In the words of dear old Dad, James Marcellus always said, "Sometime a man have to get married not because he in love, but simply because he messed around with it."
If I read it back the way you said it, they're going to get it right away. They're going to do a rewrite on that. Donna Jean Young, what do you think?
Well, you know, that's funny you should ask because my husband didn't fall in love for 2 years after we were married.
Is that right?
Uh-huh. Then he fell in love with the next-door neighbor.
Oh, unfortunate thing. Roger Moore.
That's so sad.
Roger,
Sounds like a soap opera.
I hate to leave it there, but we must move along.
No, he was clean about it.
Funny you ask.
Roger Moore, how do you think this can happen?
Oh, love thy neighbor.
By getting a dramatic report from a doctor. Or in the vernacular, a shotgun in his back.
A shotgun in the back, yes. All right, there you have our answers. Let's see if our contestants can tell me who said what after this message.
How do you feel about cold water washing, Mrs. Smith?
I like it. Now there's cold power.
Cold Power, the heavy-duty laundry powder that gets out the worst kind of dirt in cold water. Why did you try Cold Power?
Well, with kids and all the colored clothes we wear here in California, hot water fading can be a real problem. So I tried Cold Power, and it worked.
What about really dirty things, Mrs. Smith?
Well, my son's a specialist at getting dirty. These jeans were caked with mud. But look at them now. Clean. I didn't do a thing extra. Just tossed them in the washer with Cold Power.
Do you use it only for colored things?
Oh, no. Everything. Shirts, towels. Look how clean this pillow slip is.
What about germs in cold water?
Well, I understand Cold Power germ-proof.
It's true. Laboratory tests have shown that Cold Power actually germ-proofs in cold water. So try Cold Power. Germ-proofs and gets out the worst kind of dirt in cold water.
What a terrific idea. A seafood buffet platter. Shrimp, tuna, crab, salmon, with Miracle Whip. Oh, sure. Carol always says that. Well, you really don't need lots of fancy sauces. Miracle Whip's seasoning is just right, the way it is. And it goes with everything.
Uncopyable Miracle Whip salad dressing. The seasoned performer from Kraft.
The softness, the freshness that is nature.
The softness, the freshness
freshness that is soft parquet, with a fresh margarine flavor that you'd expect from Kraft. It's so soft it spreads smoothly even fresh from the refrigerator. Blends in beautifully when you cook or bake. Comes in pretty reusable cups. Try the softness, the freshness of soft parquet from Kraft.
Oh, yes, here we go with round 3. And players, if time runs out before we have a chance to complete round 3, then the $100 gift certificate goes to the one who's in the lead at that time. And the Funny Money Jackpot is now worth $400 because David was greedy and took $1,800 of it. All right. I asked the question, how can a man get married without being in love? Meaning, how can a man do this? That's the question. Who said sometimes a man has to get married, not because he's in love, but simply because he messed around with it? Who said that? Who'd you say, Pam?
I said Stu Gilliam.
And David, who did you say?
Roger Moore, because he looks like he'd know about it.
Yeah.
Well, Miss, I've never messed around with it.
Who said that?
It was
James Marshall said that. And Pam has a point. All right. Who said this? A lot of men get trapped into it by a desperate girl and an anxious mother. Who said that? Lock it in there. Who'd you say, Pam?
I said Marty Allen, but...
But you're
I
not
don't know.
sure.
Yeah.
And David, who did you say?
Roger Moore again.
Roger Moore. You're both wrong because
unfortunately, it was our lovely
Lockhart who said that.
She's been running around with those
Lockhart.
tranquilizers in her pocketbook again.
Yes. Who said this? A lot of men get married without being in love by getting a dramatic report from a doctor. That was Roger, Marty, or Donna that said that. Who did you say there, Pam?
Oh, I'll try Marty Allen again.
And David?
Donna Jean Young, she's been around, I'm sure.
Who was it that said that?
It was a saint.
It was Roger Moore, the saint, who said that. Yes, all right. Now it's between Marty Allen and Donna Jean.
Compliment.
It's either Marty Allen or Donna Jean now. Who said this? In Hollywood, it's easy. It's force of habit. Marty or Donna? Who did you say, Pam?
I'll try Donna Jean.
And David, who did you say?
Marty Allen, he's been in Hollywood for a while.
And it's right. It was Marty Allen who said that. David picks up the point, and we tie up the last round, which means you split. Or you each get a $50 gift certificate from Spiegel, and that means that David has won our game. But what happened to the grand prize, Kenneth?
Well, by the total, Pam was correct 4 times, David was correct 7 times, so David gets the range and the dishwasher.
How about that? That means that David Margolis walked away with $2,050 in prizes plus a range and a dishwasher. And Pam, thank you for playing the game. You did win a $50 gift certificate. You're playing against a real winner there. That's our game for today. Tomorrow, the Funny Money Jackpot will start off at $500. We'll have 2 new players and the same 5 stars on Funny You Should Ask. Goodbye.
The Children's Doctor with Dr. Lyndon Smith is brought to you by Windex. Gets glass so clean it seems to disappear. Another work saver from Dracket.
Ah, the uses people find for Windex. You thought Windex would only clean glass.
I have a rather uncooperative 6-week-old Vita who will help me demonstrate the strawberry mark. She is maybe embarrassed about her condition and doesn't like it to be shown, so I'll try to conceal her identity. But she has 3 or 4 of these strawberry marks, which are really quite common and disturb many people because they feel that these strawberry marks, or hemangiomata, are dangerous and will keep on growing forever and ever. There are certain types that we know that go away. I have a picture of a fairly large one for you to see, and then I will demonstrate the ones. Here's the one. This is a good-sized one. You'd be surprised that that whole thing will go away without any treatment. It gets bigger over the first year of age, and then it starts to shrink up. Now, let me show you Vita's marks. These are called birthmarks. The old wives' tale is that they were supposed to have come from the mother eating strawberries during pregnancy. We know that's ridiculous. Some people feel that these babies that have these are the lost princess of Silesia or something like that, but that's not so also. Let me show you what these things are. And the main thing I want to do is to reassure you that they do go away with new treatment. The British call it masterly inactivity. We call it watchful waiting. Here's a good red one on the upper middle part of her back that may be fairly obvious to you. She's got also a fairly good one on her hand here. Where is it? Right. Here's a good one on her middle toe. It's quite obviously there. As I say, these things will go away. Here's the one. Maybe if I can get it against her blouse, you can see the redness on her hand. Now this will disappear, and nothing need be done. Many people have found that if they have something done, like a surgeon to work on them or putting dry ice on them, these things will leave a scar. But if they're allowed to go away by themselves, they will leave only a place that won't tan very well. Now, also, I have some pictures here of before and after photographs. You can see there now. On your left is the early lesion, and on your right is the same lesion 15 months later. That's a 15-month-old baby, and the thing is just about gone. They do bleach up, and they do go away. So we're to reassure you that these things should not have anything done. There are different kinds that are very deep and involve the veins, but this is a capillary one, and it's a superficial one, and it bleaches out, but it gets bigger over the first 10 months or a year of life. So, you know, don't worry.
Liquid Vanish is the angry bathroom bowl cleaner. Hates tough water stains like these. Look, Liquid Vanish is extra thick, so it sticks. Puts its angry strength right on the stains. Until they're gone. Try Liquid Vanish. You'll like it. If you can stand the noise.
The Children's Doctor was brought to you by New Liquid Vanish, the super strength bowl cleaner.